What's up, people? This is Rob Barrington here once again for our weekly challenge. I was away on vacation for a week. I know some of you missed out on a little bit of a challenge, so we're going to double up this week. The two challenges you're going to see this week are going to be a non-best hand challenge with the robots for 12 boards. We're going to play imps in this challenge, and as you can see, a non-best hand tournament means we're not going to have the best hand in every deal. In fact, we may never have the best hand throughout these entire 12 boards. So we're going to be in the real world, so to speak, as far as bridge is concerned. So take a look at this first hand. It's pretty wacky. Our partner opens a diamond. It goes two hearts on our right. What do you do, folks? What call do you make with this hand? It's kind of crazy. Negative double would come to mind here, and that would be the way to show your four-card spade suit. If we find a spade fit, I mean, it might not even be the best place to play because of our club suit. But here we can start with this. The interesting part of this is how high are we going to get if we make any call here, basically. Whatever call we make is going to be insane because left-hand opponent probably is about to raise hearts, right? We only have one heart in our hand. We're voiding diamonds, right? So this might be a colossal misfit. Maybe we find a fit somewhere, but starting with double or just doing something in clubs would make the most sense. But when you have a four-card major and it's frustrating today. I'm trying to record and there's a construction going on above me. So I'm going to try to get this in, folks, while I can. But if you hear some hammering or sawing, it's not in my room. It's in the apartment above me. But here, just to drive home the point, when you can show a four-card major in these situations by making a negative double, you're going to. And you might think, well, we're going to be at the 2 level. Do we have enough points? Yes, we only need 8 or more points, but really, this hand is worth way more than that based on the ridiculous shape that it has, especially if we get to find a fit somewhere. So we're going to start with double. It goes 4 hearts, pass, pass. I'm just going to bid 5 clubs now, right? I've shown my partner my hand, and they're kicking it into 6, which is hilarious. Let's see what happens. I don't know. We didn't get ripped, and we are... Wow, we're pretty darn good here. Check this hand out, folks. We have one spade loser so far. Looks like we're not going to take any club losers. It's not that bad of a hand here. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to certainly rough this. Now the question is, what did they do over there? When a diamond by our partner, 2 hearts, double 4 hearts. They led the king of diamonds, so we know they have the ace over there. We can actually start trumping diamonds right now and see if we can actually develop tricks in the diamond suit, right? If left-hand opponent has like ace king third of diamonds or something, we can rough a diamond again and then rough another diamond, and maybe all the diamonds are good and we can pitch things away. At this point, though, I kind of want to lead a spade to start. I don't think anyone's going to be roughing this here. And now I can just rough this hand out, basically. I'm going to cash the ace of hearts. And I'm going to rough a heart. Right, they bid hearts over there. This is pretty safe. And now I get to rough a spade high, right? If I see the jack of spades, it's over. If I don't, I'll just come back with a heart, rough it low, and then play this spade over there. There's my last spade, roughing that high. They under roughed. Right, so that's 11 clubs that I can count now. There's 12. And that is the rest of the party. That is a pretty damn good way to start a non-best hand challenge against a robot. You bid a 6 club slam in their face, and we find a way to make it just kind of by being relatively safe, getting rid of our losers. Let's take a look at this on the results stream just to kind of walk you through. I kind of sped through that a bit. Let's go back and see it with a little bit of delayed action as they continue to hammer away above me. Nice. I delayed recording this for as long as I could today, but it got a little late, and I didn't want to go into the evening again with posting one of these. So here we go, folks. 6 clubs, and it's a pretty amazing slam, right? They lead the king of diamonds. What else can they do? I mean, they can try to lead a diamond later, but we're already roughing diamonds before their partner is, so it's pretty sick. So the surprise for them at this point. Kind of just looking at our hand and saying, okay, what are our losers? Well, we're not going to lose any clubs, right? So we can mark that off. We're not going to lose any hearts because the ace of hearts is going to take away our 6, and we're trumping hearts. We happen to have the top 5 clubs with only 3 clubs being out there maximum. Unfortunately, they're all in one hand, but it didn't end up mattering. And in this case, we just need to get rid of these 2 spade losers, right? So as long as 2 rounds of spades live, which seems likely in this sort of hand, we're going to be okay. And that's exactly what we did. We just got rid of the spade loser right away. We cleared spades, and then we roughed high, right? We know we're safe trumping hearts back in our hand, so we can trump low. And here, when we trump a spade, they cannot over trump us, right? No matter what they have, those are the 2 of the 5 highest trumps, right? And this is super safe. Another heart rough. Boom, boom, here we go. And then we see the classic under rough here. And now it's like, okay, well, we'll handle this from here. We know the ace of diamonds is to our left at least, so nothing can damage us. We get to rough low and draw trump if they hadn't done that. Here, they kind of know it doesn't matter, and they let us scoop 12. So not too bad. I wish it was a vulnerable start, but that's okay. Pass to us, board number 2. I think we have the same 7. Did we have 7 points last hand? No, we had 8 points last hand. We're down to 7 this hand. This is a situation where I'm not going to do anything right away. You may get a chance to show both of these suits later, possibly. We're vulnerable, so it's unlikely going to be a spot for us to get into the auction. But here, our partner bids a spade. We have one choice. We can bid 1 no trump, which is kind of semi-forcing in this spot, folks. I just want you to think about this. Even though we're a passed hand, we can't be trotting in here with 2 diamonds, in this case, to show our 5-card diamond suit, because that's going to show a good 10 or more points. And for some of you who play a bunch of Drury type stuff, it might even be conventional for you. So in this case, you just have to default to 1 no trump, and then see where partner bails out to, right? If they bid spades, you're fine. If they bid either of the minor suits, we're going to do this. We're just going to pass. And even if partner has like 16 or 17, we can kind of be confident we're not going to make a game with this sort of stuff. And even in this case, when partner has responded with only a 3-card diamond suit, and remember, some of you are like, what the heck? Did the robot misbid? Did they screw me up on this hand? Which a lot of you are robot blamers, which I mean, I'm one of those people too, for sure. And there are times where the robot's doing some bad stuff. But here the robot was pretty much perfect for the system that they understand, right? They have a maximum hand. They have 14 points. They have to bid when we bid 1 no trump, even when it's semi-forcing, because we could still have some sort of invitational hand over here, right? So they expect to accept that invitation with this good 14-point hand. So here it is a time where they just bid a 3-card minor, and we knew we could pass with this one, because worst case we have an 8-card diamond fit. Usually it's 9 here, though. This is a hand where I think you can all understand that myself, Gavin, a lot of the other professional players would just be opening this hand 1 no trump in a lot of situations with robot tournaments. Even though it's not an amazing 14, it's 14 with a good 5-card suit. It's good enough for me usually, and it's usually good enough for the rest of the field, especially in that weekend pro-am that we play every week. All right, they let a heart through, and now they're leading a spade. All right, we're just going to force the ace out there. We could have played low and tried to finesse for the jack as well, but that doesn't seem likely with them leading the 9 of spades. So here, there it is. As I say that, there it comes. There's the jack of spades over there. Sick. All right, first things first, I want to set up some clubs here, and I'm not sure why I just banged down that ace over there. I'm glad the finesse was losing though, and now we can draw trump, right? I'm gonna rough relatively high here just in case. Okay, there goes the queen. Let's hope they had 3 diamonds over there, folks. And of course, here comes a rough back, which is gonna just devastate me if it goes that way. Thank you so much. All right, have 3 diamonds on the left, folks. I've let my blabbering mouth get the best of me on this. Thank you. Lefty out of natural diamond trick. Boom. I'll rather be lucky than good any day. Terribly played hand, but we ended up getting plus 110 anyway. So we'll take it. And remember, folks, this is imps. And I get a little loosey-goosey in the imps formats, because these over tricks and aren't going to matter as much, right? In a match point situation, I'm just devastated. I probably could do much better in this situation. Really, I can do a lot of things differently here. The main thing I could have done is just slow down and think just a little bit before I made the plays I did. Because honestly, if clubs are breaking worse there, they're going to get a club rough. They might even, they did get an opportunity to kind of over rough in spades, but luckily, notice they had 3 diamonds. So my goal with playing the diamond suit would have been diamond to the king, maybe diamond back to the 10, but once I see the jack, I'll play the ace. And now I'll just leave a diamond out there and start playing clubs. As it turns out, they ruffed with what would end up being a natural trump trick. And then, thank goodness, this player had 3 clubs. It wasn't getting a club ruff, so we escaped with our lives on that one. And the hands go from bad to worse now. We are down to 3 points. We started with 8. We went with 7 and actually did pretty well with our plus scores. And now if we go plus on this one, it'll be a miracle, or partner just has a massive hand. Not shocking, lefty is opening 2-no trump. 20 to 21 balanced. 3 clubs. What's that, folks? Yeah, that's Stamen. That's Stamen. Hey, partner, do you have a 4-card major? And in fact, I always would have a 4-card major. That's what 3 clubs says. Wow, this is awesome. All right, let's talk about this. As I back away from the microphone, if I'm going to talk about it, let's get up here. This is how we find our fit or establish our fit after Stamen and when we want to try to explore slam. So the robot's going to take us through this auction. They know this one pretty well. I want you to recognize that once this hand bids Stamen, right, and West bids 3 spades, there's no need for this suit as a natural bid, right? If you had 4 hearts, right, you didn't find your fit and you would default to bidding 3-no trump, or in rare occurrences, some other suit that you might have, but it will be clear that you were looking for hearts when you don't raise spades. If you just raise to 4 spades, the auction's over. Partner's going to think that's a sign-off. So we need a middle ground. We need some way of saying, hey, we found our fit, but also I have a big hand. I want to try to play some slam. Let's chat. Let's make some control bids. Let's do some stuff. And also, let me make one other thing very clear. If it went 2-no trump, 3 clubs, 3 spades, and this hand bid 4-no trump, you might be saying, well, why can't they just bid 4-no trump and ask for keep cards or aces or whatever you're playing? No way, folks. Over no trump opening bids, we need this 4-no trump bid to be quantitative, which will be our invitational raise to slam. It will say, hey, partner, I have about, in this case, I probably have about 11 or 12, and I'm wondering if we have enough for game. Probably a solid 11 would be your 4-no trump bid here. I mean, weird when this is such a low-ranging bid, but either way, just need to make sure you're aware that directly after a Stamen and a response, or even after a transfer and a response, 4-no trump is not key card for that major, folks. It is quantitative. This is how we find our fit. And from this moment forward, both East and West know that we have a spade fit, and we're going to play in spades. So now 4-no trump would, in fact, be key card. Let's see how the robots handle this here. Ooh, so 5 clubs was a control bid for clubs. And for the robots, that's first round control. We know that's the ace of clubs because they open 2-no trump. They can't have a void, right? Which would be your other possible first round control in this spot. And East is hurt enough, and they just bid 6 spades. So they went through a non-key card sequence. Let's hope that treats them poorly here. 10 of diamonds by partner. Let's just take a moment, folks, and figure some other things out before we start playing cards. When we play defense, we get to know some stuff to begin with. So there's 11 points. Honestly, let's give this, well, let's just give them 20. They've tended to intimate a hand that wants to continue. So either they have, some extra value in shape, or they have some 20 or 21. So there's 31 total points. We have 3. That's 34 or 35 that we can count. So partner has 5 or 6 points over there. You would guess partner does not have anything in diamonds. We know partner doesn't have the ace of clubs, so they have no points in clubs. If partner has the ace of spades, we're beating this sucker. So let's hope partner has the ace of spades or the ace of diamonds or something that's going to give us 2 tricks against this slam that they've bid. All right, jack of spades to the king. Interesting. We're going to play low real quick. Ooh, nice. They're going to hook us up with this queen of spades. And now the question is, does partner have the ace of hearts? It's not looking like they do, folks. And it's also looking like they're going to get a bunch of pitches on those diamonds. And we are going to not beat this contract. That's a club to the ace right there. Notice, just paying attention to the auction, we know what's doing, right? We know what's going on in these situations. we don't really have to worry too much about anything. And we also shouldn't worry too much about this particular board. Oh my God, they just bid 6 spades against us. The robots are at both tables. Remember, we're playing a challenge with the robots. So it's the same players at every table except for yours truly, right? Except for us. Right? We're the only ones here that are the outlier in this team of 8 match, right? So here, when we go minus 1430, I fully expect that to be a chopping action situation. We expect that same thing to happen at the other table. Notice we didn't bid anything. Same 2 players at the other table. If they don't get to this slam, we're going to be really tilted. and notice we have no way to deal with this. Look at what West did, though. West made the robot play. It was robot on robot crime here with the finesse. They play the Jack of Spades. If they knew themselves, they would know that North would almost always cover this. So they should have won the king and taken the finesse, right? If they just know themselves. Unfortunately, they lacked the introspection to get this situation correct. And maybe they can learn from their mistake on this one, where instead of making 6, they can make 7 just by taking the finesse in the right way. And usually you would, folks. That's an 8 ever, 9 never situation. They have 8 spades. So if we're missing the queen and we have 8 of these cards in a suit, we should always take the finesse, right? They went against the math on that, and they get a plus, a making 6 only on this one. All right, a club of heart on the next one, and we'll see what we do. Well, this non-best hand is proving out pretty non-best handy, right? We've had the maximum of 8 points. However, we've gone plus twice, and they bit a slam in our face on the last one. So let's hope they don't do that on this hand. And if they do, let's see if we'll beat it. But join me for that next time, folks. Board number 4, and look out for the other challenge that's going to come this week. That's going to be a 12-board match point ACBL tournament, so we'll have a mix of these kind of let's see what we do at the end of the week results-wise, and then the live instant result game that you'll be able to see in the other versions. So I'll see you in that, folks, and I'm so happy to be back. I just have to tell you, I had an amazing vacation in Peru, and it was honestly, I do a lot of travel, but I'm almost always working, and most exclusively working when I'm traveling. This was the first vacation I've had in quite a long time, and it was much needed. I feel recharged and ready to go, and I'm excited about the rest of this bridge season, which we are starting right now, folks. So I'll see you for the rest of the week and for the rest of the season. Take care, folks.